There's been a big country music theme the past couple days, and Up Down by Florida Georgia Line was actually the first song on when I was setting up the live. But I've been picking up on this. It's like a couple of people are impersonating you, and I don't mean like fake accounts on TikTok. I mean like in real life. It's like some fraud stuff. But I don't think this person really looks like you at all. Like, you might even be like a whole different ethnicity to this person. And then it's like, I don't know, like somebody is... It really feels like online stuff, and I posted a little bit about it in the last reading that I did. It really feels like somebody is weaponizing information in some way. And maybe these people are working together, but it's like, I don't know, like they're trying to fake like they have gifts of some sort or something like that. But it's actually information they're getting through stalking, tracking, hacking other people's accounts, information, phones, Wi-Fi. This other thing feels like some kind of information that may have been gotten. I just heard ill-gotten booty. Okay, information they may have gotten through this other means somehow. But it's not like, it doesn't feel like random people. It feels like they get close to people in order to get information to use to be able to, and I mean deep infiltration. Okay? Deep infiltration. And there's specific, like there's a goal or goals. Okay? They may reach out to people of the mark, or people that mark, like, that's the Ten of Swords. Yeah, and like, so anybody who is not loyal or not of strong character is going to be bribed out of information, which may or may not be accurate, right? Because word of mouth and all of that. And even nowadays, like with all this AI shit and like all of that, you can't even really count on screenshots or anything like that anymore. That's the Two of Wands. But somebody really has vision. And I think that this real vision is what has somehow exposed. Because somebody, okay, you may have realized that this stuff is going on. So then you may, like, you've stopped or cut down or shut down certain, like, your use of apps or things like that. And so the red flags that are going off, you're finding ways to work around this in ways. So if you are doing well, then just imagine how well you would be doing were you not encountering all these obstacles. Okay? Somebody there's that is being taken or is gonna be taken into consideration at the end of all of this. Yeah, this devil, this low vibrational energy. Okay, the devil's been coming up in almost every card read that I've done today. All right, so that is heavy Capricorn energy. The Hermit. Yeah, this is like it's a big deal. I don't think that the collective has been the first mark. Okay, but they were the wrong one. That's strength. Wrong mark, bitch. Yeah, come get some. 6 of Wands. And they tried. And they did. It just wasn't, well, actually, it was exactly what they were looking for. They just didn't think you would be the one to serve them. Yeah, that's the Death card. Love has finally shown her my way. Dude, I'm telling y'all, there's been a cowboy in the energy. And the Empress. This feels like a dancer. Oh, and that's the Fool. There's a new journey coming. Oh, there's that devil energy. All right, when this comes through, you're gonna want to really give it some time before you go public. It's the 9 of Wands. Give it time to grow and all of that. If you even want it. Okay, but I think this person is super sweet on you. It's the 4 of Swords. This person may help you let your guard down. Make sure that you're using your discernment. And I think that you most definitely... Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So anybody that isn't trying to gaslight you or control you or any of that stuff, they're not going to be in constant contact. They're not going to give you everything you want, but they're going to be more worried about your needs, like your daily needs. Right. But I think this ending right here is this group. Just be careful that they're not going to try. No, somebody is definitely aware of this, what is happening, what has happened. This person has been watching, it looks like, for a long time. Right? They may be watching these people receive their karma too. So this may be going on, and it's the Ace of Cups. This may be going on like right now or in the recent past. And you may not have it right in front of your face. But they're watching. So they're like watching you and watching, they're at a distance. Watching. Watching all the conflict around this King of Pentacles energy. That was Knight of Wands. Who's really a Knight of Wands. It's watching him sweat. Watching him sweat because you're seeing, or you've seen things. That's the Devil and the Ace of Wands. And you may have had, yep, there's the High Priestess. Boom. Under that Ace of Cups I had. Yeah. So you're picking up on this stuff and you're calling it out, but you're not around it. And you've been seeing this, yeah, big time. Okay. This Queen of Wands you've known about the whole time. I think that's the person that's impersonating you in real life. Okay, the person that is not even the same ethnicity as you. All right. Horses may be significant. This conflict, it's been ongoing for a while, or this person has been seen, or your story hasn't changed. So you may tell it like from different ways, or remember other details sometimes, like something just comes back to you. A King of Swords. I love it. So this person knows that you know more than you should know, most definitely. For being so far away and not being in touch with anyone. Yeah, because Spirit just be gifting you information. Through you just pick it up. It's in the energy. Like, here's the gift. Yeah. You've brought closure and learned a very great lesson through this process. You may have even closed out your South Node karma through this experience. This was a very it's like deep, like very heavy, like very, it's like all angles, right? So there would have been like emotional targeting. That's where the relationships come in. And then like it's like narcissistic abuse, right? So there's gaslighting and triangulation and future faking, and they basically just mirror you and get all that brain chemical going, the push and the pull and the, right? And then they use your information that they gain to attack your finances, your job, your assets, your home, your relationships. Home is significant. It's like all your bases, the bases, all the stuff that you need to build the foundation or maintain it. That's the Page of Swords. So this is like a big, like, ring of some sort. And it was really funny because I did come across that movie that I posted about in the last reading, the Billionaire Boys Club. And it talks about, I mean, it doesn't talk about it, but it's an example of like Machiavellian ideology, which has been in a lot of the not recent downloads, but older downloads. Like about being able to not justify, because justify is good and bad, but the perspective, so like the spin you can put on it as to whether or not somebody deserves something or and why. And like that's pretty much like Machiavellian. Yeah, the Five of Cups. So this really like there was a lot of emotional manipulation, which was supposed to hang you up for a really long time. But I think that you started to receive and process and move through this fairly quickly. Like, yeah, you were divinely guided. Yeah, you were. The Three of Wands. So they tried to end you, cause a tower. Ending you would have been the quick, easy way. The tower is the long game. Okay? There was a plan. That is Page of Swords, and that is the Death card. There was most definitely a plan. But you're protected. And your path is protected. Every illusion. I don't know if you can see it, but they're like playing basketball into the cups with coins, okay? The Seven of Cups is about like illusions and options. Seven is about attainment and work, right? And you've been sinking shots that they really thought were gonna like really burden you, but you laid down the weight. You walked away from that cold dead fish in the bathtub. You put that shit down. Yeah, the Ten of Wands, those burdens. You said no, thank you. And strength. I can handle my shit. Absolutely. That air conditioner is loud. Let me turn this up a little bit, because Spirit talks a lot through my music. I put it on shuffle. I hit the floor. Yeah, they didn't expect that. They tried to trauma bond you, and so they thought you would be around forever. I feel like you tried to tell everybody. And all these friends that betrayed you, they really just did you a favor, because they gave them false information or information that accelerated the attack. And so it like their mask fell a lot earlier than it should have. And then I feel like there was a lot of information, like you hung around until Spirit was like, let's go. Gaining information. Because you knew once you walked away from the situation, that was it. Empress. Bitch smile. You love me all this time. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're about to hear something about this. But you took all the action you needed to take. Broken heart or no broken heart. The Moon. Somebody wants to work with you. Okay, that's the Lovers. The Three of Pentacles. The Six of Cups. Just use your discernment. And I know this whole situation was probably, it's got you probably guarded, okay? Which is important. Boundaried, okay? But you're going to have to let this through. So you're going to have to discern, okay? Which I don't think is an issue, because I feel like you've probably been in hermit mode, or it's not celibate, or maybe it is celibate. You're not necessarily waiting until marriage, but you're not sleeping with anybody. The King of Swords. The Six of Wands. Look, I'm going to leave it there and start.